It's Friday. Welcome to the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily. This is your host, Mike Milligan. For the One of a Kind Financial Show, we often do questions and answers that our listeners call into, and we don't often put those on the daily podcast. But this Friday, I wanted to share some with you. I wanted to share some with you because we had some really deep questions from our listeners about some really key topics, from how your one-of-a-kind financial plan should be one of a kind, not one size fits all, the mindset around approaching retirement, and even a little more details about my founding story. Enjoy that segment next from the One of a Kind Financial Show. Well, welcome back to the One of a Kind Financial Show. This week, Gary is on break. Our consumer advocate. I just want to say, Gary, we miss you. I'm already hearing from people who are just saying, man, the show goes a whole lot better, Gary, when you're around. And so can't wait to have him back on the show with us next weekend. But this weekend, you still have a chance to dial into the show. You can call in to 757-403-5078. The team here at One Oak Financial is here to serve you. I'm answering the phone line this week at 757-403-5078. Or if text is easier for you, text the word IDEAS, IDEAS, into 600-700. I had a couple questions that came about as we built the show today, this one-man show for the One of a Kind Financial Show this weekend. And this show has hit me, or this question has hit me many times for people who know my founding story. And the question is, Mike, when you say from college sandwiches to One Oak Financial, what does that journey really look like? And how did it shape the way you serve clients today? See, folks, I did not go directly from the dining room table in Laurel Hill, North Carolina, to this to the chairman's suite over on Colley Avenue. Along the way, I had some pit stops at regional banks, at community banks, at large national banks and insurance companies. Matter of fact, one of the largest insurance companies in America that had Snoopy as its character. And over the first really 14 years of my career, I saw where people's stories got lost in a system where it was profit over people. And ultimately, people's names were lost to account numbers. That's why in 2000, and right after the financial crisis, I made the bold decision to step out of those big corporate conference rooms and mandatory meetings and the profit first mentality to go independent. And my clients took that journey with me. And now here we are almost 15 years later, operating at such a high level. We've built together the One of a Kind Financial Show, One Oak Financial, and the One of a Kind Financial Plan. So that college sandwich is the One Oak Financial. There was a lot of steps along the way, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of failure, right? But there was a ton of success. And today, here we are looking to the next 25 to 100 years of being the premier financial planning firm in the United States and saying, it's time to get on board. If you want more information about One Oak Financial, or just to talk about building a one-of-a-kind financial plan, I invite you to call 757-403-5078. The next question is, you often say a financial plan should be one of a kind, not one size fits all. What does that actually mean for a listener who has never had a written financial plan before? That's a really good question that came in from a call a couple weeks ago. People will sometimes get like these new shelves from like IKEA. And, they'll find a perfect spot in their house that they want to put up this shelf. And if you've ever had an IKEA product before, you know a lot of different parts, some tools that they give you. And it's going to take you a good afternoon to put that thing together. Well, see, when you get closer to retirement or you're trying to build for a financial goal, we need some instructions from time to time, because we have parts very much like that IKEA shelf, like maybe a 401k here from a job that we left 10 years ago, a 401k here from a job we left 2 years ago, a 401k here that we're adding money to now, a life insurance policy that, my college roommate sold me, a little bit of inheritance that I got from maybe a parent who passed away, And then here's some cash sitting in the bank. You got all these parts, right? And those 401ks or the money in the bank are just the tools where they are. But what you want to do is construct something that's beautiful, that fits into your life, that gives you purpose and mission and move forward. And so we take what you have and where you want to go and build a one-of-a-kind financial plan there, build something custom using the tools that we have. I mean, we're not going to use every tool imaginable for every client that calls into the show or that we work with. We use the tools that are applicable for building the one-of-a-kind financial plan for your one-of-a-kind life. I'm going to give the phone number again to call in here. You can call in at 757-403-5078. Again, this is Mike Milligan with One Oak Financial. This is the One-of-a-Kind Financial Show. Gary Nolan, our consumer advocate who's normally with us, took the week off. And here we are going solo, finishing up this show strong. We have a couple questions left in just a few minutes. Let me go into our next question. For someone approaching retirement who feels unprepared or overwhelmed, what are the first 2 or 3 steps they should take to start building a one-of-a-kind financial plan right now? Number 1, call. Number 2, if you're a reader, I would say get a copy of the One-of-a-Kind Financial Planning book. The One-of-a-Kind Financial Plan is on Amazon. You can order it right there to be delivered to your house. You order it today, it'll be there in 2 days. Thousands upon thousands of people have read the book. Many reviews are right there on Amazon if you want to see it. But if you're a reader, read the book, because then you're going to know exactly that when you call in how you actually can work with us and how you actually can build the one-of-a-kind financial plan for your one-of-a-kind life. Number 3, I think I'm going to go back to step 1 for a minute. Call us. Because one of the things that we do is you often find that finances can be complicated and that many people need a person that they can walk with through that. And that's what One Oak Financial is. We're a modern financial planning firm that builds dynamic financial plans to meet your one-of-a-kind life. See, financial planning is about you. One Oak Financial is about you. And if we could do anything in the world, financial planning is what we do. We give people certainty when it seems none exist. We give them hope that they can do things they never thought was unimaginable. We clear off debt. We help with debt plans, restructuring debt plans when it looks like they can never get out. We build solutions around taxes, retirement income investments, long-term care, and legacy. That's what One Oak Financial is. So as we conclude the show today, I invite you to reach out. I invite you to call 757-403-5078. Get one of those appointment times on our calendar. Tell us your story. Tell us your resources and let us give you ideas that can help you build the one-of-a-kind financial plan together with us. Because you're unique, you're one of a kind, and your financial plan and planner should be also. This has been the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily with your host, Mike Milligan. I hope you enjoyed that segment from last week's solo episode of the One of a Kind Financial Show. Just as a reminder to reach out to us, you can do that at also at www.oneoakfinancial.com. That's the number 1 oakfinancial.com. I am an investment advisory representative with Advisory Alpha LLC, registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Ideas by Mike, doing business as One Oak Financial is an unaffiliated entity of Advisory Alpha LLC. This podcast is done for educational purposes only. Please consult with a licensed financial professional, a tax advisor, or an attorney before making any decisions around investing, taxes, or estate planning. For more information about our firm, please go to our website or reach out to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me personally. We'll see you tomorrow.